Madness Battle for Suburbia is a very interesting game, to me at least, because I had a friend who would bother me all about it. Will, can you play this game? Will, it's the best game of all time. I'd never even heard of it at the time. It's made by South Peak Game Studios, and these are the guys who made, of course, Flintstone Bowling. Are you serious? The main thing about this game that I just found interesting was looking at the cover. The whole game looks like a graffiti style that you'd see on DeviantArt or otherwise, but this isn't really a diss at the game itself. I just really like old game box art in general. Absolutely. One of the main things that just distinguishes this game is the fact that it is a lot. Well, the style is a lot like Zombies Ate My Neighbors, with you just kind of going around killing these creatures and then collecting items to make stuff. The main difference being it's a little bit more open, and there's quite a lot to do here, with stuff like upgrades from Larry's, all kinds of different weapons, and also, well, of course, the actual story. Gameplay is basically summarized as a very fast-paced, let's go with that, type of top-down twin-stick shooter type game. It could be similar to a beat-em-up in a way, with you also having melee options and all kinds of ways to kill your enemies, with a lot of strategy to involve. From radioactive flashlights to tasers to whatever else you can find at the grocery outlet near you. There's a lot inside the game. If you like old-style top-down twin-stick shooters, this game is definitely for you. The only problem is that it is, well, a launch title, kind of, for the Xbox 360, with it not really having that much notoriety, with a IGN article just kind of saying this game lacks a lot of polish and just horrible controls, which was true at the time. The game's controls have gotten so much better after an update, and thankfully they did make an effort to try and make it better. At one point, some points at least, the vehicle sections are dreadful. I cannot tell you the horror stories of the boat if you were on madness mode, or a lot of the vehicle, besides the UFO was pretty cool. Tank is fun in a way. If you're used to this game, you probably love it. If you're not, it's very hard to get into, honestly. It takes a while, and I can understand why. It's an extremely different game. Let me tell you, it's not. I'm not trying to say it's hard to really get into. If you like it, or you like these types of games, go ahead, go for it. But if you're really not, or just in general don't like the style or the way the game plays, that's totally understandable. This game, as much as you can say, oh, well, I played it for a while and it's not that bad. If you play any game for a while, you can usually just absolutely get the idea of the game and not have. You'll understand the core mechanics, you'll understand what the game's like, or whatever else. You know, you have this bias towards the game at that point. So, I feel like to the average person who plays this game, it's not gonna be the same experience for everyone. I mean, hey, even the console variations vary so much. You have normal Monster Madness, which is Battle for Suburbia, which has 2 console ports, one on a PC, which, by the way, is not that great. It's missing most of the content, but it's like the second best. You have the Android version, which I don't think you can even play anymore. And then you have, like, just, in general, the actual game, which is the Xbox 360 version. The only version you should play, like, ever. Because it actually has the update. I'm pretty sure you can get, like, CD, ROMs, whatever. You can mount the disc yourself, but it works, I guess, but you're gonna have some troubles, and it's already missing stuff. You might as well just emulate an Xbox 360 or whatever else. But overall, the gameplay of this game is like a solid 7 out of 10.